What up? It's Nick. How you doing? I'm doing great. It's kind of like a snow day outside, so I don't know. I haven't really been making much music, so I thought today we would just sit around and design sounds like drums, impacts, risers, and try to get a couple for a sample pack I'm working on. So yeah, that's what I think we're gonna do today. I really am not the greatest at making like impacts and risers, but we're gonna try my best. Let's do this. Let's get into it. So the way I like to start making sounds is thinking about the sound that I'm making. So I think we'll actually start with impacts because last night I made a couple drums. I made like 3 or 4 drum kicks, and then I made like two 808s out of that, and it came out pretty well. I've been working on like 3 separate sample packs, and whatever I make, I've kind of see which one fits best with that sample pack, and I put it in that folder. So that's how it's been going. Sample packs, like the code names, I guess, are Sci-Fi Trap, Cobra Strike, and then the other one is just Hybrid Trap. Those are just like little code names for the packs, but have nothing to do for the final release of the packs. I'll have to probably change the whole name of every pack because I don't know if I want to name the sample pack that when it comes out. But I've been making a lot of stuff and not so much music. I've just been tweaking stuff here and there on my other music, but I've been making a lot of sounds. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Honestly, let's get into the doll. So I always like to start with like a sub E. D sounds pretty good. We'll make it lower. Ooh, real low. Yep, like that. And we'll press play, see what it sounds. I'm not the greatest at making these impacts, but when I make them, I either like to go to like a VST plugin, or I like to pick a sample to try to mix it in with the impact. I don't want something more like destructive. That's a little too destructive. That gives it like a whoosh sound. Let's keep this. This is our garden that we didn't clean up before the winter hit. But you know, things happen. You get lazy. You know how it is. And yes, I use presets to make my sounds. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I feel like a lot of people would think, oh, you're not making it from scratch, so that kind of sucks. But it doesn't, because they're tools for me to use, and I bought these tools to use. So I think using presets and already pre-made sounds are great. I'm just manipulating them to make them my own, and I feel like that's the best way to explain that. So don't ever feel, I guess, bad about using presets or anything, because I use them all the time, and you can never tell that I used a preset because I mess the sound up so much it sounds original, and that's how I think you should do it. You should never have to start completely from scratch. When you go buy a car, they don't hand you a steering wheel and say, here, build the rest. No, you go buy a car. So yeah, that's what that's kind of, well, I'm kind of building a car. I'm building a sound, but not completely from scratch. We got that beach sound. Bounce that down and take out that little end right there. That's fine for now though. Add some bite to this because it sounds a little too beachy. That one sounds cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Yeah, that sounds good right there. And then I kind of want to add an extra filter, the freak. That sounds really good. We're going to rearrange our effects because it does matter. You get different sounds, and it kind of matters. I don't know if it really does. Well, it does, because you get different sounds from the arrangement of each effect. So if we put our EQ at the end, it's going to sound different if we put our EQ first. If we put the freak somewhere else, it'll sound different. So we might take a second or two and mix and match and see where the sound fits best. See how it fades in? We're actually going to cut it to where it actually is hitting at the same time. So take this, put this there, and we are going to drag it out. Yes, and then we are going to stretch it so it sounds a little bit more robotic sounding, and we're going to fade it. Yes, so we got that sound. Sounds really good right there so far. Let's see what hybrid has to offer. Go to soft pads. The first one sounds great right there. We're actually going to use this one. It sounds so good. And here are some of the kicks that I actually made, and I'm going to add a kick for an actual like impact and the sub and everything else to take over for it to like come in. I like the D1 right here, so we're going to use that. We are going to add this to a group. We're going to put them all in the group, and then we are going to do some, you know, little things. Make the kick stand out a little bit. You want to fade out some of this stuff. Like, we'll just fade it by one little thing right there. Yeah. Maybe the sub by 2. You want to fade them in so like the kick can get most of it. And we're going to want to EQ this kick because we want it to stand out more. We'll just use a preset. Where's a good one? I think they got presets. Kick. Yep, they got 2 of them. Sounds pretty good. It's this one. That's more impacty. We'll use that. And we are going to duplicate the sub because this right here is going to be the low, and this one right here will be the mid. We'll get a little bit more distortion out of it. We got a little bit colder than I thought it would get, and it didn't snow as much as I thought it would snow. I thought there would be more snow, but there ain't really that much. Not that much at all. Right, Milo? So you can see we have a low sub, a mid sub for like distortion, and then we have some higher sounds to give color to the sound, like the glitchy dune beach thing that we made, and then we have an actual like a pad like we got from hybrid, and then a kick, so it all goes boom. This one's not that powerful, but again, like I said at the beginning of the video, not the best at making impacts, and I'm still learning. So I think it's turned out fairly well, but let's keep working and get a final result. And then for these final steps, all we're going to do is put like a something on the master group, the group chain, and then we are going to bounce it down to audio and then save it. And I think this one might go into the Cobra Strike pack because it just sounds like it fits there. It could go to the hybrid trap pack too, but we're just gonna make it for the Cobra Strike pack. There we go. We got our first sound. That took like 30 minutes to make. I'm very happy with what we got. We got a nice impact right here, and it sounds cool. I'll play it for you right now. Sounds so good. Great. I think I'm going to go, you know, take Milo. Got to be quiet about that. Take Milo for, it's like 2 feet of, nah, it might just be 1 foot of snow outside. But yeah, going to take Milo and then probably take a shower and eat breakfast, stuff like that. And we'll come back and make more sounds. Took Milo for a walk, took a shower. Want to talk to you about something that has nothing to do with music, but recently I've been getting into speed running, like video games, and the game I've been trying to speed run is Resident Evil 2, the remake. And I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. It's like a new hobby kind of mine, and it's just fun. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. But I think the next sound we are going to make is a drum sound. Yeah, I think we're going to make either a kick or a snare. But we'll see. And hopefully we can make it pop. That's stupid. Hopefully we can make something sound good. Alright, I think I decided to make a snare, or show you how I make a snare. It's really easy, really fast. Yeah, but let's get right into it. We're gonna go into the DAW Bitwig, and I'm going to explain how I make this snare really fast, kind of. Let's go. Usually I'll have 3 different layers. The first one's always a serum because I use this preset. I copy it off of Virtual Riot. Him making a snare solo. I'll let you listen to it. It's pretty snarey, sounds like a snare. Then I kind of like just tune it. I change the noise to see what I get the best. Like if you mess with the LFO1, you'll get some different sounds. LFO2, you'll get different sounds. You just get a lot of textures right there. Sounds good. We'll go with that. Actually, we'll change this key. What is the key in? It's an F. Let's just go down 1 to E. Then I have these 2 E snares. This is a Bitwig plugin. Pretty much it's a E snare, which is a snare synth for Bitwig. And I usually just turn the tuning to the appropriate note. So I'll just turn this to E3, and then I'll mess with the decay and stuff until I get something I like. That's pretty cool. That sounds like a clap. I'll mess with the Q a little. That's more, you can hear there's a lot of pop right there. I have this pretty much set to where I want it. You can mess with the filters. Really, really good sounding right there. And then the last layer right here is the same thing on a lower tuned E. And then I will render all these, well, bounce them down. They're all bounced down from where I want, 16 bits. You can see all the waveforms right there. I will collect these waveforms. I will highlight them. I will put them in a group track. And from the group track, I will mess with effects. So this is the boring part. I'm not really going to talk during this point because this is just me pretty much designing the snare. That's all it is. So I added a bunch of effects and stuff. So this next part is kind of important. I kind of like set the levels to where I want them, and then I keep listening to it as they hit all together, and then I will actually bounce it down and then put more effects on it. So that's what I'm about to do now. Check this out. And there we go. Made the snare. Pretty cool. Cobra Strike snare E2, the second E note of the snares. I have a couple over here. I have E1 and E2 now. Final product sounds great. Listen. Sounds really good. I'm really happy with it. I like the reverb on it. Sounds great. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you had a great time. Subscribe. Like the video if you like it. I had fun making a bunch of sounds today. It was awesome. Snow day. Nothing really to do. Haven't been like into actually making music. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, day, everything. And keep making music. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace. See ya.
I will punish you.